Okay, tonight it's really nice outside, so I just let Lewis out. Come on, Louie. I just let Lewis out, but he's going to go back. Come on, Lewis. And I let the ducks out. I've been promising them that they can get out and mill around the yard. They're like digging in the grass. But I'm going to come over here, and they like it when and I guess I haven't introduced the ducks yet. I'm sorry. This is Hoops and YoYo. They were given to me from my son again. They were little yellow ducks. And he was going to come and bring them out and put them in my pond. And I wasn't going to let that happen because they wouldn't have been able to defend themselves, as they still cannot because they're spoiled. And I didn't want them to be coyote bait. So I inherited them. And they're very spoiled. So it's Hoops and YoYo, and I call them Hoops and Yozy. I can tell the difference if you notice one that's a little bit bigger and one that's a lot louder than the other one. That's Yozy. So I got the hose out here. I'm going to turn the water on. And I just put a little water there on the sidewalk. They like that. Right here. Well, that is, that's Lewis's Timothy hay that he will get later. I also got him, he likes these sweet potato sticks. He hasn't had one of those for a while. And I also have him a raw carrot, so he gets a couple little treats tonight. But here I shred, and I shred that and I cut that up. That is spinach, and the ducks love spinach. I shred it up because ducks do not have teeth. Can you guess who that one is? You're right, that's Yozy. That's YoYo. He's the loudest, or she is the loudest. So I'm going to put this spinach in their water. They do not have teeth. Girls, you're awful loud. They don't have teeth, so I shred it up a little more so they can swallow it easier. I do give them, or they have taken a leaf of lettuce out of Louie's house. Like I told you before in the videos, they like sticking their head in there and stealing their lettuce. And they actually pick that apart really well, so I do give them that. But I like, they make a lot of noise. I like shredding the lettuce for them. I didn't have any grapes. We'll probably get them some grapes tomorrow at the store, but they like grapes. I also do not give them grapes whole because, again, they don't have teeth. So I like slicing them up and like slicing them or doing them in quarters so they can like smash them in their mouth. But they love it when they get grapes. And as you can see, they really love their spinach. They pretty much cleaned that bowl out already. Give them some water there. They can mess around in it and eat their spinach and swallow their spinach a little better. As you can see, Yozy is a lot happier when she's eating, so she's quieted down a little bit, but she'll get loud again. So YoYo is the one right here that's closest to me, and I can pet her a little bit sometimes. I haven't pet her for a while, so I don't know if she'll let me. And then Hoops is over there, and she is getting a little noisier, but still not as loud as Yozy is. So I'll just let you watch the ducks for a minute on what ducks do. Here's some more over here, girls. There's some more. I have had Hoops and Yozy for, it's been a year to a year and a half, because I did have them last winter. Last winter around here, we're in Kansas, was very, very mild, so we hardly got any snow, ice, or anything. So, but they do have a house where I would put a lot of hay and stuff in there, so they'll stay warm, plus their feathers keep them warm. Just kind of worried about their feet, make sure their little feet don't get frostbite or anything, but probably put a big tarp over their area so they don't get a whole lot of snow in their cage when that happens. They like to stick their beaks in there, and I just call it milling around. They mill around in there. They get like bugs and dirt and grass, and if you can hear them. They're quite noisy. Right now we just have them in the fenced-in backyard, and as you know, Lewis is, you've all met Lewis. Oh, he just ran off across the yard. He is out running around the yard too. And some of you are worried about Lewis being in the cage with the ducks. Well, you probably need to worry about the ducks being in the cage with Lewis. Because yesterday, we'll go find Lewis. Yesterday, I came out here, and Lewis actually was chasing Yosie. There's Lewis. Come here, Louie. Come here, Louie. Come here, Lewis. Lewis actually knows his name. Lewis, don't you carrot? Lewis, here, baby. Come here. Lewis. He hasn't been out a whole lot. But anyway, Lewis was actually chasing, I believe it was Hoops, and made her trip and like fall. Her foot went and fell kind of in a rock, which she was fine. But Lewis is kind of funny because Lewis was kind of attacking the duck. So Lewis can take care of himself. He's a smart rabbit. He's not no ordinary rabbit. Here, Lewis, you want a carrot? Oop, almost got you. Here's your carrot, buddy. Louie. He likes being out in the yard running around. Getting his exercise tonight. He didn't want his carrot. He'll want that once he gets back in his house, but he is really stretching his legs. And of course, Pickles and Zoe are inside because y'all know what Pickles and Zoe like to do. They like to chase bunnies. We let them chase the wild bunnies and they never caught one, but Lewis is tame. And Lewis isn't used to that. So I'm not taking the chance of them chasing and catching Lewis. He's having a good time. I hope I'm not getting too much of a sun glare out here, which I could be. I'm just trying to follow him and let you watch him getting his exercise. Found something good to eat, I think. Little does he know what I have in my hand is better than what he's eating. Lewis, you want your tater stick? You want that? No? Not interested in that right now. Too many things to explore. Louie, Louie. He's a good boy. He's a good bunny. Aren't you, Lewis? You're a good bunny. You don't want this? You don't want that? He usually loves that, but he is too excited of being out in the yard tonight. I might actually do a video for you guys of our house. We just have this little part fenced in. Well, it's a pretty big area, actually, for the dogs to run. But out here, it's not really a farm. We have 160 acres. We do have cows out there, but they're not ours anymore. There's someone else that has cows out there. And the next video, maybe or two, I'll tape going down to the pond, and you can actually see the pond where they wanted Hoops and Yosie to go. Which they would love swimming in that big of a pond, but they wouldn't be protected. They wouldn't have lasted very long. So they're happy here. They are a lot of work. And they are kind of stinky as far as their living quarters. I think I have enough water there for them to play in. So we'll shut that off. Sorry if this is a little lengthy, but they just haven't been out in a long time, and I like to watch them too. Hoops and Yosie, are you having fun? They're getting all dirty. Stick their beaks down there in the mud and the grass. That's when they're the happiest. And if you're wondering about Lewis, all you bunny lovers out there, there he is, still over there just hopping around. Oh, he's hopping on the bunny trail. Actually, it's Pickles and Zoe's little trail that they use, but Louie's not a stupid rabbit, and he used it too. Are you going to use the stairs, Lewis? He's probably going to come over here and see what his ducky friends are doing, because he really likes the ducks. And they really get along well. So next time, maybe we'll go on a ride on Rex, which, this is Rex. And we'll take a ride and go down and see the pond. If you live in the city, then you might enjoy it. If you live in the country, then maybe no big deal. All right, Hoops and Yosie, you've met them. Hoops is the fatter, louder one. Sorry, I've even got that backwards. Hoops is the quieter, littler one, and Yosie is the bigger, noisier one. Only when he wants something. He's happy now, so he's fine. Or she's fine. Let me show you one last thing and then we'll wrap it up, because this one's rather lengthy. I usually go and check eggs. They do lay eggs. I usually check eggs every morning, because if I don't check them every morning, then I'll throw them out because I want them to be fresh and I don't want them to sit out in the heat all day. So I went and checked the house this morning, and this is what I saw. Sorry. That's what I saw this morning. So there is 7 eggs in there. So I have not checked them for a few days. So I will take those out tonight. I will just have to throw them away because I don't know if they're still good or not. And I would rather have a fresh egg and don't want to take the chance of eating a spoiled egg. And then I'll check them again in the morning. And we'll eat the eggs. They're a little bit bigger egg than a chicken egg. But they're tasty. You having a good time, Lewis? Okay, that's all for now. Thanks for watching.